viste, todo mi amor, te lo bebiste. Yo te vi, tú no me viste, todo mi amor, te lo bebiste. Que se arme el escándalo, que se arme el escándalo, que se arme.
Ready for battle, ready to bring their skills to the pitch, and to the many keen observers, there is no alternative but to be on it from the outset. No quarter asked, no quarter given. Hello and welcome to one of the most recognisable venues in world football, the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu here in Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. Chance to finish. Well, strong hand on the ball. And a loss of concentration. Mbappe. Well, just fractionally wide. Good strike. And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. Federico Valverde plays alongside Aurélien Tchouameni in the centre of midfield. And handed the task of playing up front today is Kylian Mbappe. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Eder Militao plays with Antonio Rüdiger in central defence. Jude Bellingham starts alongside Federico Valverde in central midfield. And the main striker today is Kylian Mbappe. The good nudge in front. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. And in the right position to make sure it didn't go all the way through. Well, Jude Bellingham has become one of the finest all-around midfield players in world football. That's no exaggeration.
Oh, look at Derek, chance here.
And a precise challenge just when it was required. And taken short. Rüdiger. Well, there's the pullback. Oh, he saved it well. Behind for another corner. Can they cash in? That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Vinicius Junior, and defensive play to be applauded. Superb effort to keep it in. It's with Vinicius Junior. And a goal! Now they've broken through. 1-0 here. Well, the action underway. Can Real find a response now? Valverde. Slipshod passing. Mbappe. Might it be Mbappe? And inches away. Didn't miss by very much at all. Effective piece of pressing. And good work from Real Madrid to win the ball back. Well, that's sound goalkeeping to hang on to the shot like that. And it's opening up. Fine run from Mbappe. And in with a real chance. And pushed away to safety. Rodrigo. Rodrigo. And on to Bellingham. Can he take advantage? Aurélien Tchouameni. Well, showing good patience. And just like that, they don't have the ball anymore. Could be dangerous. The crowd encouraging him to take it on. Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. Rodrigo. is with Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Mbappe. And it's in! Beyond the goalkeeper. Real Madrid are level.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
Mbappe. Mbappe. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Bellingham. Mendy. And the goalkeeper expertly anticipated that through ball. Jude Bellingham. And now Rodrigo. Incisive pass. Well, offside, but a tight call.
Well, that was really close. It was almost the perfect run, wasn't it?
Mendy. Here's Valverde. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. And decent acreage for Real Madrid to run into. To take the lead. And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve. Federico Valverde. Mbappe! The keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. And the first half is in the history books here at the Bernabeu. Well, who wouldn't want to have Kylian Mbappe in their side, Stuart? A key component of his team.
Well, what a first half he had. I thought he was outstanding. He caused the defenders all sorts of problems with his movement and pace, and he fully deserved his 2 goals, and I expect more from him in the second half.
Well, it is advantage Real after the first 45 minutes, but it's a long way from being settled. Must be! And the keeper more than equal to it. And over comes the corner. Goalkeeper's ball, it was always going to be that way. Lucas Vazquez. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. This could be the equaliser. In it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be!
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Bellingham. Rodrigo. And they might forge ahead. Well, strong hand on the ball. Perhaps an opportunity here for Real Madrid to take the lead. Corner. And the short option preferred. Teammate available. And a goal! Another one! 2 in quick succession. No wonder they're celebrating. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. This could be troublesome. Lucas Vazquez. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Might it be Mbappe? And the goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, as you can see, the defending is all over the place. That's far too easy for the attackers. The goalkeeper's got absolutely no chance there.
Mendy. The ball with Lucas Vazquez. Mbappe. And now Rodrigo. Trying to open them up. Well, deemed to be offside by the merest of margins.
Well, it's very close to being the perfectly timed run. But whether it's an inch or a yard, he's still offside.
Could be threatening. Oh no! Couldn't beat the goalkeeper. Jude Bellingham. Bellingham. And Bellingham. And across from Mbappe. And danger averted. Well read. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. Could pull one back here. They got a good palm on it. Lucas Vazquez. Intercepted it. 20 minutes to go in this one. Mendy. Vinicius Junior. Might work out. Oh, but there's defensive diligence for you when things look dangerous. And a throw coming up after a really fine piece of tackling. And Bellingham. Tremendous challenge. Jude Bellingham. Excellent position taken up by Mbappe. Well, the sheer audacity to chip it like that.
Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. And then just take a look at this, Derek. He sees the keeper off his line, and it's such a classy finish. Just lifted over him. Beautiful goal.
Offside the decision. Bellingham. Here's Valverde. Real Madrid coming away with it. Jude Bellingham. Vinicius. Kylian Mbappe. Oh, vital piece of last-ditch defending. Valverde. And the keeper getting across to stop it. So the corner played into the box. And just over the bar.
Well, he attacked it so well, but he just couldn't get above it, could he?
Effective press. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Alert defending. Well, not far away from full time.
Oh, they're in here, Derek.
Making sure nothing untoward happened. Superb tackle. Mbappe. And back with Vinicius. Gives it a go. And a fine stop. Played over. Now counter-attacking possibilities. Well, they couldn't quite use that break in the manner that they'd hoped. Mbappe, will he shoot? The fans hope so. And in with a real chance. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best. And quick thinking defensively. And Bellingham. Bellingham! In it goes! It looked as though they were down. The referee says enough is enough, and more negativity, alas. You just feel on the back of this that winning the title might be beyond them.
Well, they had to get something from this game today, but that never really looked like happening. They were totally outplayed here.
Just the sort of performance they were looking for from the talented Kylian Mbappe.
Well, that was a great performance. He's under...
Mental fortitude and technical excellence. Both qualities will be pivotal as this important occasion unfolds. We cannot wait to find out who will prevail. Excitement in the air. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live from the Bernabeu here on EA TV. It truly is a special place, a stadium every football fan should visit should he or she get the chance. The Santiago Bernabeu here in Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, and adjacent to me in the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And with the title seemingly slipping from their grasp, they've got to make sure they have everything buttoned up in this game. It's Real Madrid facing Real Madrid. Incisive pass. He might profit from here, you know. They've found the net, and who knows, it could be the goal that wins them the championship.
Well, it's theirs for the taking now. Will that be the defining moment?
So the action continues. Will there be a quick response from Real? It did look on for them, but not to be. Lucas Vazquez. Carvajal. Real Madrid have given us away. Nice weight on the pass. Tremendous reflexes. Thibaut Courtois. And a short corner here. And Carvajal getting in the way. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having Mbappe. There it is! Magical moment. Surely one hand on the trophy.
Well, history beckons. Surely they can't throw this away now.
Carvajal. And winning it back. And threaded through by Mbappe. My goodness, the importance of getting there was not lost on the keeper. A struggle for Real Madrid to hang on to the ball. Really good build-up, but no end product. Tchouaméni. And teammates around him. Rodrigo. Well, it did look promising, but no threat in the end. Oh, he's given us away inexplicably. No way through. Eder Militao. Vinicius Junior. Here's Mbappe. Mbappe. And considerable space afforded Real Madrid. Could pull one back here. Really good piece of goalkeeping there. Corner given to Real Madrid. Keen to take it short here. Excellent ball towards the front post. Real Madrid couldn't maintain possession. Tchouaméni. And support available. Oh, fancy footwork. Mbappe! In it goes to reduce the deficit. Still very much alive and kicking. On they go again. And I wonder, is it going to be the equaliser? It is. So many twists and turns in this title race.
Well, there's an inquest going on, but it's about how they react now. They need to regroup and go again.
Rodrigo. Took a really smart piece of defense. Can he put them in front? Oh no, he's missed the opportunity. And they remain level.
Well, he just lacked composure there, didn't he? They should be ahead now.
And just losing control of the ball, and it will be a throw-in. And Bellingham. Trying to open up the defence. Oh, marvellous save. Great goalkeeping. Vinicius Junior. Might work out. It could be for Mbappe. Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. Vinicius Junior. Room to roam for the Merengues here. And Bellingham. Mbappe. The importance of that tackle cannot be overstated. Lot to like about that pass. Real find themselves in a position of menace. Might take the lead. And really tried to blast that one past the keeper, but his radar was a bit off. Valverde. Feeding it through. Mbappe. Full marks for trying it. It's gone in! And what a pivotal goal it could be in terms of the title race.
Well, that really could be it, unless they respond quickly here.
They're trying to get right into his face. He's in with a chance. Oh, it's off the post. Well, nothing untoward happened.
Well, Real are struggling here. Had that gone in, they would have been in a very difficult position. Can they now respond?
Mbappe. Incisive pass from Mbappe. Could be a chance. In it goes! And that changes the mood.
Well, they've got the momentum. Can they now go and win this one?
And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. And playing it back. And that is that. Half-time here in the Spanish capital. Into the second half then, here at the Bernabeu. Mbappe. Tenacious tackling, excellent defending there. Mbappe. The referee has given the advantage to Real Madrid. And that was travelling, but off the bar in the end.
Well, he's hit it so well, but just a fraction too high.
Jude Bellingham. About this, 4-3. Jude Bellingham. Mendy has it. And we saw the situation developing. Aurelien Tchouameni. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Well, not the best clearance. And the attack fizzling out. Bellingham. Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, a goal on this massively important day. And any thoughts of a title cruise have hit the rocks.
Well, who would have thought this? I just can't see any way back for them now.
Can he find the right pass? Quick thinking defensively. And the flag is up. Offside.
Well, that's just a lack of awareness. He was clearly in an offside position.
Given away by Real Madrid. 30 minutes left for play. Mbappe. Takes the shot. Oh, it's an unbelievable save by Courtois. Short corner taken. Read that pass all the way, cutting it out. Delightful pass. Well, it looked as though he might be onto something, but his timing left a bit to be desired.
Yeah, that's frustrating, because he's just been too impatient there. He doesn't need to make his movement quite so early.
Rodrigo. Kylian Mbappe. Teammates available. Good ball over the top. Just the clearance that was needed. Rodrigo. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. Well, it petered out. We can get more details on that injury situation from our man pitch side, Jeff Shreves. Jeff?
Nasty landing on the shoulder for him there, and he's in real discomfort. He's a tough boy. I think he'll stay on.
Cheers, Jeff. That's a good pass. Well, it was close, but offside nonetheless.
Well, it's a matter of inches there, but he just went a fraction too early.
Aurelien Tchouameni. The ball back with Real now. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. Who can they pick out? Not really the ideal clearance. Can he get one back? And you've got to credit that magnificent piece of defending. He's managed to get in behind. Surely. Oh, goodness me, he's hit the post. And after all that, the keeper clutches it with glee.
Well, no wonder he's relieved. That was so close, inches away from a very good goal.
Real determination in the challenge. A throw in here. Kylian Mbappe. Real Madrid doing well to regain possession here. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Just 10 minutes remaining here. Well, today was all about staving off the nightmare scenario of watching their opponents celebrate the title. And as it stands, they will live to fight on the title. Will go on.
Well, it certainly could, because I wasn't expecting this today. They look like a totally different team. They surely can't turn this around, can they?
Mbappe could reduce the deficit, and in it goes. And you never know in this game. They might yet be able to level it.
Well, let's have another look at this, because Mbappe shows such skill to go beyond the defender, and Mbappe just hits it with such confidence. He strikes it so cleanly. It's a great goal.
And Real with the ball again. Aurélien Tchouameni. Vinicius. The attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. Bellingham. Plenty of support here. Vinicius Junior. Turning inside, where's he going to go? And caught by the keeper. Federico Valverde. And Bellingham. Promising looking ball. This could square the game, and it has. Such late excitement, and no wonder they're jumping for joy as we speak. And there goes the final whistle. A huge point for them. It means their opponents won't be celebrating a title, at least not today.
Well, we thought we were watching the champions-elect here, but it wasn't.
Ready for battle, ready to bring their skills to the pitch, and to the many keen observers, There is no alternative but to be on it from the outset. No quarter asked, no quarter given. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live from the Bernabeu. Hello and welcome to one of the most recognisable venues in world football, the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu here in Madrid. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And with the tight... Now, will they do it from here? And denied by the keeper. Impressive. And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Ferland Mendy plays with Carvajal in the fullback positions. And handed the task of playing up front today is Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, can he finish it here, Derek?
They've found the net! And who knows, it could be the goal that wins them the championship.
Well, it's theirs for the taking now. Will that be the defining moment?
Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. We'll see what happens next. Jude Bellingham. Bellingham. Here's Mbappe. Mendy. And Real doing well to win it back. This could level it. That levels it. And my goodness, different equation now.
Well, that really has made it interesting. They've got to get their minds back on this one.
Rudiger. Real Madrid have given us away. And he keeps going. Now to play Real Madrid throw here. Aurélien Tchouaméni. And now Rodrigo. And he read it well defensively. Jude Bellingham. Rudiger has it. Mbappe. Here's Vinicius Junior. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. Vinicius Junior. And he cuts inside. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Eder Militao. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Attacking possibilities for Real. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Rodrigo. Return to Mbappe. Intercepting it intelligently. Mendy. And now Rodrigo. Aurélien Tchouaméni. And threading it through. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage. Lucas Vázquez. Is with Vinicius Junior. Who can he pick out? Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. And will it be the leveller? Well, didn't miss by very much, and never easy to strike it on the volley in that fashion.
Well, from that range, though, it should be a goal. At least it should hit the target.
Real did well to regain control of the ball. And a chance to whip it in here. This could be the equaliser. And the keeper nowhere to be found. Not that he's complaining. Defensive intervention there. defence. Oh, but just unable to unlock the defence. Jude Bellingham. Palmed away by the keeper.
Well, you sense it's just a matter of time before Real score here. They're certainly piling on the pressure. They could easily be ahead now.
Mbappe. Must score! Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. Can he put them in front? Oh, a vital piece of last-ditch defending. And teammates around him. Attempt. It's gone in, and what a pivotal goal it could be in terms of the title race.
Well, that really could be it, unless they respond quickly here.
What can Real do from this position? Well, it didn't go to plan in the end. Valverde. Chance to equalise. Oh, not to be! Stopping a certain goal. Mbappe. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So back in business, the ball moving again, and Real with a bit of work ahead of them. Lucas Vázquez. Well read to put an end to that attack. Oh, really careless. They might be in. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Mbappe looking for that final pass and for that chance to level the game. And now it is there for him. There it is. And they are right back in this now.
Well, they certainly needed that. Can they now go and win it?
Mendy. Now with Bellingham. Oh, that's an interesting pass. And Bellingham. Valverde. Mbappe with it. Decent looking pass. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Bellingham. Mendy. Mbappe. Can they forge ahead? They do! And you've got to say they're good value for the lead. Mendy.
Informados a los propietarios de los coches aparcados en la zona de minusválidos sin la correspondiente pérdida.
Mbappe.
Y la grúa
It's there for him. Looked like a certain goal, but that's a great challenge. Can he find the right pass? A real opening now. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see. Stopping out the danger. Lucas Vazquez, incisive pass. And it goes down as a missed opportunity from there. Vinicius Junior. Rudiger. Well, he was under a bit of stress, but back to the keeper. Valverde. Oh, nice ball over the top. Danger averted for now. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Aurélien Tchouameni. Counter-attacking possibilities. Federico Valverde. Aurélien Tchouameni. Plenty of options. Real chance! Well, hit with ferocity when accuracy was required. Carvajal. Now, who can he play it to? Oh, just mistimed his run and the flag going up. They are losing possession. Rodrigo. They could nudge in front. Strong hand on that one. Tchouameni. Mbappe with it. That's a good-looking ball. It could be up for grabs. Vigorous defending. And Bellingham. Can he put them in front? He does! And with so little time left, that might be the winner. Wonderful drama.
Well, he puts it away really well, as you can see. But you'd expect him to score from that range. But they all count.
Jude Bellingham. Well, let's put it this way. They will still have a chance to win the title.
Yeah, they'll be fully aware that if they concede now, their season is effectively over. I'd like to see them take the initiative over the final few minutes, though. They could really do with the 3 points here.
And making sure there was no danger in the end. Tchouameni. Mbappe. Effective challenge. Real Madrid attacking, and they have to give it a go with time not on their side. Could be. Oh, a challenge of the highest order. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Tchouameni. Real Madrid have given us away. And the flag was up in good time. It's offside.
Well, he should have realised that was going to be offside. That's a poor decision to play that pass.
And there goes the final whistle. The celebrations will shortly be in full swing, but let's focus on the team that has come in second best.
Well, they've been short all season. Obviously, they were hoping to take it to the next game, but it never looked likely, did it? Real contrasting emotions out there. What a great moment for any young player.
La vida me sonríe cuando tengo billetes. La vida mejor con billetes. Anda todo el día engabanao. Andar en mi avión privado. Eso me hace diferente. Por eso me quiere la gente. Lo humilde no se me ha quitado. Y yo vivo enamorado. Que viva la mujer. La vida es mejor con billetes. La vida es mejor con billetes. La vida es mejor con billetes. Forrado en cash. Ya tú sabes. Caminando con zapatos brillantes, cambié la luz. Ese fulano, ahora soy don Emilio, mi hermano. ¿Te imaginas de dónde salí? Ahora yo tengo mi casa en París. Mi novia no